Alright guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about the 3 pillars of success. You need to be doing these 3 things consistently without fail. You let one of them go, the other 2 start to go. You let one of them slide, you'll notice that the rest of your life you don't have the same energy. You don't have the same focus. You're not as motivated. Okay, you get agitated easier. These are the 3 pillars of Monkmode, and you need to follow them on a daily basis without fail. Okay, now it's up to you if you want to have a day or 2 in your week where you sort of get off track. But just know that if you do, you're going to pay the consequences. There's going to be repercussions. Okay? I'm not saying this to try to scare you. I'm just saying that if you want to take your life serious and you want to achieve your goals, it's also going to take a lot out of your part. Responsibility, focus, commitment. Okay? Now, the very first thing is your sleep. Sleep is by far to be the number one prioritized thing that you guys are doing. You should be sleeping at least 7.5 hours a night. Okay? You start sleeping less than that, it doesn't work. You just don't function the same. You're not going to get as much work done, and you're going to be a cunt to be around. Okay? I know that for myself, I know that for my friends. And all the top people, they sleep 7 hours or more. So if you can get 8, fine. I don't think that you need anything past 9. You're just sleeping your life away. But if you decide that you're going to start staying up late, and you're going to play video games, and then you go to bed at 2 o'clock one night, and the next night you go to bed at 3, and you start waking up at 10 a.m., 11 a.m., sometimes 12. It's already the afternoon, the cars are outside, and now you're getting up. That doesn't allow you to have consistency in your routine, in your habit. So making sure that you go to bed and get enough sleep is the number one pillar. It doesn't matter necessarily when you go to bed. But if you wake up at the same time every morning, it's going to teach your brain to get started. You're not going to be able to lay there and not take any action because you got to get up. And your body's accustomed to getting up at the same time every day. And that's where you want to train it for. Okay. The second pillar is your diet. And this is very, very crucial. And the reason that these are pillars, they're foundations, is because everything that we build is stacked on top of this. It's a foundation. And you can have your foundation built out of sand, but anything that you build on top of that is going to be likely to crumble. Okay? You can have these habits going on for you every single day, and if you start to, mess up and not be consistent, then you're going to wear out the foundation and everything else comes crashing down. And you start to wonder in the weeks that go by, why am I not making improvements? Why am I feeling emotional? Why am I not making progress? Okay. And I'll just tell you right now is one thing you need to realize is that if you're feeling a lot of emotions, it's hard to be stoic. You're not really calm, collected. Maybe you got a lot of stress going on. You find yourself really just freaking out, okay? Let me tell you something. Instead of trying to manage your emotions, like a lot of the world will tell you, I'll try to think your way out of it. Try to, think positive. Do affirmations. You don't need any of that, okay? You don't need to manage your emotions. That's not how men work. That's for women. And even then, I don't even think women need to manage their emotion. What you need to do, what men should do, is take action and then experience the emotion that follows from that action. If something needs to be done, do it, then experience the reward of doing that thing. Stop trying to do nothing and just say to yourself, I am great, I am smart, I am confident, and none of us want to put in the work. That's not how it works. Stop managing emotions. First, take the action, and then reap the reward. Then you get the emotion. You need to forgive someone? Go forgive someone. Make things right, then experience the peace that follows that. If you've done someone wrong, fix it. Experience the peace that follows. If you're in crunch time or you need to sign up for school and you're freaking out, go do it right now. Experience the peace and the calmness that comes from taking action. You need to get a job? Get out there, man. Do the research, do the work, and find the freedom. Okay? And you guys, on the topic of diet, if you guys are going to decide to do drugs, say you're going to smoke weed. Well, if you're smoking weed, I'm just telling you right now that if you're doing that every night, you're most likely not eating healthy. You're living in two different realities, one where you're high sometimes and one where you're not high. You're probably not training as hard. You're probably not sleeping as good. You're eating different stuff. You're getting left behind. Okay? And I'm telling you this out of love because times are getting tough. And there's a saying that good times make weak men. Weak men make hard times. Hard times make strong men. Strong men make good times. And the cycle repeats itself. Right now, we're in good times. And the good times make weak men. And the weak men have access to drugs and fast food and porn and candy, sugar, a bunch of stuff. The good times make weak men. You guys that are indulging in all this stuff, constantly fluctuated, constantly emotional, constantly feeling one way, constantly doing this, what you really lack is discipline. If you decide to live your life without discipline, you're going to pay the consequences. It's going to get tough. It's going to get real hard out here. And you're going to get swept away because you decided to live for the moment and not get yourself disciplined, to not live with the 3 pillars. Sleep, do not ruin it. Get your diet by eating clean, okay? Build the foundation strong. Give yourself enough energy from eating clean foods that fuel you throughout the day. Here's a little news flash that a lot of you may not understand. Food is not there for your enjoyment. Food is simply there to fuel your body. That's it. Evolution doesn't care if you enjoyed the meal. It does not care that you think the cook is good or not. All it cares about is getting the calories in and using the calories to fuel every action of your body. Getting the vitamins, getting the minerals. That's all it cares about. So that you keep going and then you can have a bunch of babies. That's it. It doesn't care. So stop looking at food. Stop using food as another drug. Once you get your food in line, now it is a snowball effect. And your snowball gets bigger. You have your snowball, it's going down the hill. You're sleeping good, it grows. You're eating good, it grows. Okay? Your foundation is solid. Don't mess up. Be consistent with this. The third thing is your fitness and training. and your health. Your body is meant to move an extreme amount, more than you even know. And by not doing that, you are putting yourself at risk for a lot of ailments and disease. Okay? So you have to move. You have to work out. It is a part of the good life for men and women, for your parents, for everyone. Everyone needs to move. We need to be active. If we're not, what happens is we get plagued with a lot of stuff in here, when really, if we just move our bodies, if we play sports, if we play and move, we're going to feel really good. I recommend that you do it first thing in the morning. First thing in the morning, you do the hardest thing that's physically demanding, and everything changes. Okay? You become a beast. You actually level up. You become a stronger, smarter human being. And studies actually show that working out actually helps your brain stay young. Okay? Helps you learn more. It helps you be more creative. It helps you remember. So you have to work out. Okay? You have to keep your weight in check. Sleep, eating good, and training, working out, being active. Very important. If you're not hitting a gym, you need to be doing some sort of body weight movements, calisthenics. If you're not doing that, you need to be walking, moving at least 10,000 steps a day. You need to be doing some sort of activity. Okay? Maybe jog, you can hike, you can do whatever. Make sure that you're moving every single day. If you keep these three things up, you're going to notice tremendous growth consistently within your life, but you have to be consistent. And if you're not, then you can't start questioning other things. Okay? If these things start to fall, go back to them, fix them up, and then from there you can start building on top of that. Okay? I'll give you a fourth one. This is the extra. This should come after the three, but if you need to be doing this. That's meditation. You need to be meditating every day. No excuses, okay? Just do it. Get in the habit of just sitting there. Start with 1 minute. You sit for 1 minute, and then you sit for 3 minutes and 5 minutes. And you do that every morning. And now you're less emotional. You're less attached to all these the craziness that is life. You're living in this crazy world, and there's all of these stuff that threatens your peace. And it threatens to throw you off track. The meditation shows you what you need to focus on. It shows you the real you. And it shows you how to get a hold of these emotions. You start to realize, wow, I'm not all of these emotions. I don't have control over everything out here, but I do have control over this thing. That's what meditation will teach you. Okay? If you don't know something, you have to put in the willpower to learn it. You have to put in, everything's not going to be given to you. So maybe you're watching this, and a simple example is, I don't know how to meditate. Figure it out. Look it up. Okay? Guys, if your foundation is weak, everything falls apart. Make sure that you're following the 3 pillars. Okay? And if you need help with this, you can always send me an email. Okay? You can get some help. Okay? I get bombarded by messages every single day. If you looked at my Instagram, I don't even got girls sliding in there. I've got 100 dudes sliding into my DMs, and I've got paragraph after paragraph, and I try to hit on them. But guys, the sheer number doesn't let me. Okay? Doesn't let me. I do one-on-one phone calls just to talk back and forth with you and figure some stuff out. You have access to that in the Patreon. If you want to work with me, that's a much better way. Okay? I'm going to give those guys the attention first. There's going to be extra videos in there. If you're trying to get in shape and you're not really sure where to start, And we got to set some goals. That's what the Monkmode box is for. Okay, you have access to that. Take it 1 month at a time. And we'll talk and we'll get you set up on a program that helps you lose weight, helps you get your diet in check, how many calories you need to be eating, what kind of exercises do you need to be doing for your goals, do you need to be doing cardio. I want to work with you with that so you have that option. Don't forget the 3 pillars, make them a foundation of your life, and it'll change everything. I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.